What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Gray Area with your host, That Kid Greg. Today we're going to be discussing hookup culture and what I think are the underlying causes of it. Hookup culture is the term used to describe the current culture of casual sex amongst young people, usually millennials. The point of hookup culture is not necessarily to start a family and settle down. It's more likely to just have fun and be living in the moment and just having a good time with the person that you're with. Hookup culture isn't something necessarily new. I'd say it goes back to around the 60s with women's liberation. The ability to go out and have casual sex with whoever you'd feel like started back then, but it didn't really become the norm until the more recent advents of advancements in birth control, the morning after pill, etc., that made it much easier to, partake in the forbidden fruit. Now, to its credit, it's because of hookup culture that the aforementioned advents in birth control, etc., have been more widely available to people around the world, which has led to a drop in teen pregnancies, which is, pretty good thing, if you ask me. But what I really want to discuss is what hookup culture does to us as people. While teen pregnancy is down, pregnancies out of wedlock and single-parent households have become a new norm amongst millennials, which is my age group. And it's a well-documented fact that children born in single-parent households do significantly worse than kids who were born in two-parent households. Another trend I've noticed with hookup culture is how shallow and narcissistic it can be. People are oftentimes less concerned with who they're intimate with and more concerned with what everyone perceives they've been intimate with, how many they've been intimate with. It's damaging, to say the least. At least I think so. And there seems to be this confusion with promiscuity and empowerment that really bothers me. You see, a lot of people nowadays think that having sex with all types of people is empowering and liberating and it gives you confidence, and I would offer that it's actually the reverse. It's a Hershey. People who are overly promiscuous are often the most insecure people, and they just use their promiscuity as a sort of coping mechanism to cover up the fact that they don't necessarily feel confident in themselves, their looks, or whatever. Something that I've noticed personally is that people with the most confidence or the most sexual marketplace value are often the most picky about who they get close with or intimate with. They have this pickiness about them, not necessarily because they haven't, that they're egotistical, but because they can be with anybody. So they don't want to be with just anybody. They want somebody who stands out, someone who's special, someone who's different from the rest of the crowd. And this applies to both men and women. Insecure people, or people with a lack of confidence, try to copy that in a way. But since they are just trying to sort of fill a void within themselves, they don't try to copy that confidence by being quality and going for quality. Rather, they try to fight quality with quantity. But this is a falsehood, and I think it goes back to social media, surprisingly. Now, your first thoughts might go to Facebook, but I would say that this starts with Myspace. Now, Myspace was one of the first websites of its kind. I remember young teens and young adults building up their profile to create this perfect online image of themselves. And I could vividly remember people bragging about their friend counts. Oh, I have this many friends, I have that many friends, how many friends do you have? Etc. Now, while this started with Myspace, it's been inherited by every one of its successors. So Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and the latest and greatest, and the holy grail of hookup culture, Tinder. On all these platforms, people try to create a sort of perfect image for themselves. And the feedback that they gain, mainly the positive feedback that they gain, is used as a sort of emotional ego booster shot, giving them that little boost that they need to continue on with their day and not be so introspective that they end up breaking themselves. I'd say the same goes for hookup culture, where promiscuity and lots of sex leads to a sort of confidence booster shot that would help an insecure person get through the rest of their day. But this doesn't necessarily address the problem that they are feeling insecure, they're feeling inadequate, they're feeling like they're not good enough for some reason. So it's really not helping in the long run. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching. And remember, nothing is black and white.